Christine King Ferris. The last surviving sibling of the Rev. Martin Luther King Jr. has passed away at the age of 95. Her niece Rev. Bernice King shared the news of her beloved aunt's death on Twitter. After her brother's assassination in 1968, Ferris dedicated herself to preserving and promoting Martin Luther King Jr.'s legacy, often working alongside his widow, Coretta Scott King. While her sister-in-law gained significant attention for her activism, Ferris's contribution and grief often remained behind the scenes. In a 2009 interview with Associated Press, Marcellus Barksdale, a history professor at Morehouse College, acknowledged Ferris's significant role, stating, "She may not have always been on front lines of the march, but that was true for many heroes of the civil rights movement." April Kingsley. An accomplished art historian, curator, scholar, and critic, devoted her life to the world of art. Born on February 16, 1941, in Queens, New York, she was the daughter of Kingston Edward Kingsley and Grace Helene Concilia Haddock. Growing up in Whitestone, New York, she developed a deep passion for art that influenced her journey. Kingsley held profound interest in American abstract expressionism, with a particular focus on American, African, and Greek American painters, as well as contemporary craft art. Her expertise and love for the subject led her to curate over 75 significant exhibitions in museums and galleries across the United States. Additionally, she made notable contribution to the field through her extensive publication of review, catalogs, and books. Sue Johanson. A renowned sex educator who fearlessly provided candid advice and normalized discussions about sex to Canadian and U.S. audiences for decades, has passed away. The 93-year-old died in the long-term care home outside of Toronto, as announced by her family. Johnson gained popularity through her program The Sunday Night Sex Show, which found success in her home country of Canada and eventually led her to her hosting a spin-off show in the U.S. She played a crucial role in filling the gaps in sex education for her North American audiences, offering valuable information and addressing taboo topics with frankness. As a registered nurse, Johnson made significant contribution to sexual health throughout her career. Fannie Ann Early. One of the pioneering female jockeys in the United States tragically passed away on June 23. At the age of 80, close friends have reported that her death was a result of suicide. At the time of her death, she was residing in Tennessee. Early career as a jockey spanned the late 1960s and early 1970s. On April 19, 1969, she achieved a notable victory by winning $10,000 Lady Godiva handicap at Suffolk Downs. The race was remarkable as it featured 7 female riders, symbolizing progress in breaking barriers in a male-dominated sport. Diane Crump and Tuesday Testa also participated in the race, finishing second and third respectively. During the year 1969, Early participated in a total of 12 races. Inoslav Basker. A renowned journalist and scholar passed away on June 29, 2023, at the age of 73. He began his journalistic career in 1967 and worked as correspondent in Rome for various publications and media outlets including Jasnik, Los Angeles, BBC Radio 101 Danes, Croatian Radio Television, and Globus. Later he became a correspondent and columnist for Jutronji List. Basker held a journalism degree from the University of Zagreb and obtained a PhD in Comparative Slavic Studies from the University of Milan in 2001. He was involved in academia teaching literature on the Mediterranean and at the University of Split, as well as Slavic studies at several universities, including the University of Naples El Oriental, Sapienza University of Rome, University of Bologna, and communication studies at the University of Zagreb and University of Dubrovnik. Mervyn Ketman. A renowned television critic for Newsday for 35 years and distinguished author, has passed away at the Actor Fund home in Inglewood, NJ at the age of 93. His son Jamie Kitman confirmed that Marvin Kitman died from cancer. Kidman began his writing career with Newsday in December 1969, and over the course of his tenure, he wrote an impressive 5,786 columns in 1982. He received recognition as a Pulitzer Prize finalist for his exceptional criticism. His final column was published on April 1, 2005, marking the end of an era. Apart from his television critiques, Kidman authored several books, including the highly regarded George Washington's Expense Account. Judy Farr, a versatile Australian actor known for his remarkable career in film, television, and theatre spanning over 5 decades, has passed away, with equal prowess in both comedy and drama. Farr delivered numerous memorable performances throughout his illustrious career. She portrayed Linda Lumen in Death of Salesman alongside Warren Mitchell and Mel Gibson for Nimrod, showcasing her talent for theatrical tragedy. Farr's stage credits include notable productions such as Angels in America, The Beauty Queen of Leenane, and Women of Troy for the Sydney Theatre Company, earning her a Theatre Critique Award in 1992 for Women of Troy. In more recent years, she took on the role of Agatha Christie. Miss Marple in A Murder is Announced.